Something is happening to men right now, and many of them don't realize it until the body starts forcing them to pay attention. The exhaustion, the anxiety, the brain fog, the weight gain, the emotional numbness, the pressure. Many men today are smiling publicly, while internally their nervous system sounds like smoke alarms. And the dangerous part is we've normalized it. We call it ambition. We call it responsibility. We call it adulthood. But many men are functioning while quietly breaking down. It's like driving a high-performance vehicle at red line RPM every single day, then act surprised when the engine starts shaking. And listen, this isn't one of those fear-based videos where somebody tells you your life is over because you ate one bad meal. That's not what this is. I want to have an honest conversation about what many men are silently experiencing right now. Because a lot of men aren't lazy, they're overloaded. They've been carrying pressure for so long, they no longer recognize what peace even feels like. And eventually, the body starts collecting the debt. The body is like a credit card many men keep swiping with stress, until one day the bill finally arrives. One of the biggest lies modern men believe is, if I can still function, then I must be okay. No. The body can compensate for dysfunction for years before collapse becomes obvious. High blood pressure whispers before it screams. Hormonal imbalance drifts in slowly. Stress accumulates quietly. And many men today are living in a permanent survival mode. High cortisol, poor sleep, elevated glucose, inflammation, mental fatigue, low testosterone, poor recovery. The body was designed to survive storms, not live inside hurricanes every day. But many men never come out of an emergency response, and over time, the system begins overheating. And what shocked me personally was realizing that some of the habits I thought were helping me succeed were actually accelerating breakdown. There were seasons where I thought exhaustion was normal. I thought stress was proof I was working hard. Proof I was responsible, proof I was rebuilding. And to some degree, pressure is part of life. But many men unknowingly turn survival mode into a permanent address. The body keeps adapting until eventually adaptation becomes dysfunction. And then the signals start appearing. Stubborn belly fat, poor sleep, low motivation, anxiety, irritability, brain fog, low drive, emotional numbness. And instead of slowing down to investigate the signals, many men increase stimulation, like more caffeine, more distractions, more scrolling, more hustle, more suppression. It's like putting tape over the warning lights on a car dashboard instead of opening the hood. One thing I've learned through fasting, CGM awareness, nutrition, travel, stress, and simply paying attention to my body is that my body is always communicating. Always. Your cravings are communication. Your sleep problems are communication. Your anxiety is communication. Your energy crashes are communication. Your blood sugar instability is communication. But modern life trains men to override signals instead of understanding them. We silence fatigue with caffeine. We silence stress with distraction. We silence emotional exhaustion with entertainment. But ignored signals don't disappear. They accumulate, like pressure building inside a pipe. And eventually, something bursts. Scripture says the body is a temple. And I think many of us understood that spiritually, but never biologically. God designed an incredibly intelligent body, a body constantly attempting to heal, recover, adapt, protect itself. But many men are running premium machines on cheap fuel, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And then we wonder why the system begins malfunctioning. And the encouraging part is this: the body is incredibly responsive when we finally begin working with it instead of against it. That's why I started focusing more on walking regularly, stabilizing my blood sugar, improving sleep, reducing stress load, fasting intelligently, protecting mental peace, reducing nervous system overload, and creating recovery rhythms. Not because I'm chasing perfection, but because awareness changes everything. And honestly, that's one of the reasons I created the 7-Day Vital Reset Guide. Because a lot of people know they feel off. They just don't know where to begin rebuilding. Not extreme dieting, not fake motivation, not punishment, just practical structure, awareness, discipline, and intentional rebuilding. I really believe many men are silently suffering right now. Not weak, not lazy, not broken. Just disconnected. Disconnected from rest, disconnected from awareness, disconnected from peace, disconnected from themselves. The body has been speaking to many men for years. The question is, will we finally slow down long enough to listen? If this conversation helped you think differently, subscribe to the channel and share this with another man who may need it. And if you're ready to begin rebuilding physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, check out the 7-Day Vital Reset Guide below. I appreciate you being here.